Very straight. There we go.
There we go.
Oh, Harley's behind me. I was like, something, this cushion. Hi, everyone. We're just going to give it a few minutes for people to jump on. You can't what?
Can't get the mic over this far.
You're going to have to hold it. I'm just kidding.
I don't know how to get it off of here.
Wait, I don't know how to see comments either. Oh, let me go on this.
Yeah, she recently got a new iPad and she has been loving it.
I really love it. It's like, well, for notes and like organization and that kind of thing, it's kind of just like, what are you doing? Max is hurting himself over here. He's literally unscrewing the mic. Oh, there we go. Now I'm starting to see comments. Hi. Hi from Ireland. Hi from UK. Thank you. I think it's Kayla. Okay, I'm gonna go. What were you trying to do? Unscrew the mic?
Yeah, so I can hold it.
Just do like unscrew this little part on the end and then just pull it towards you. No, because now it's not gonna have the cord. Oh, okay. We're getting it together. We've had a really rough week this week, so we're trying to figure everything out.
It's gonna be the same one.
Wait, now.
Is it working?
Not here.
Okay. All right.
Are you really gonna hold it the whole time?
Yeah.
That's so fun.
We're using her phone. We're using a different setup.
Yeah. So we have, our team fell apart this week.
Yeah.
So we are kind of scrambling to get everything back together. And the person who normally does our podcast is no longer here. So
you got Alex behind it.
Alex is behind the camera running audio. But hi everyone. So I see the comments down here. Do you need to do you still have 20/20 vision?
Yes, I do.
You can still see? I feel like I've had 20/20 vision, but I might need to get my eyes checked because recently I'm like squinting when I see stuff. So. But I'm not trying to jinx you. This one doesn't have
YouTube on it?
It's not a play phone, Max.
Well,
so we have the phone that you guys could call in on. We're thinking about listening to some of your voicemails. You gotta remember the number though,
because I don't.
But what?
They gotta remember the number because I
don't remember.
I'd have to find it.
Yeah.
It might be in here.
Oh, John was in the middle of watching our video of our guys' little mini trip. That trip was so fun, but so crazy.
All right, the number is going to be 602-600-8511.
Oh my gosh. Okay, one of your comments.
If the voicemail is open, I don't even
know. We have to open it because when we go live. Okay, hold on. When we go live, we actually end up taking the audio and uploading it to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, everywhere you can find a podcast. So we have to open it up.
Okay, I cleared a couple of them, so a couple should be able to come through.
Oh, on voicemails?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, people are calling. Wait, we can't answer quite yet. Hold on 1 second. We got to open the podcast so that we can use the audio.
Started up the podcast.
All right. Welcome to the Piece of Us podcast.
Welcome.
We are so excited. We are live today. And yeah, I actually really like lives. I don't know. It's really fun. But one of you commented on the thing. And actually, that's the topic we wanted to talk about today. So it's Mohammed Rashid. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. I've been struggling with burnout due to being on bed rest. Your videos and crazy middles made it easier. Oh, that's really sweet. I wanted to talk about burnout today and feeling like overwhelmed because I feel like just in the last like 3 or 4 days, things have kind of gotten a little crazy and I'm feeling really overwhelmed. And Max came to me the other day and he was like, Mom, how do you not feel burnout? Because he sees me running around and doing this and trying to get caught up on that and all of that. And it's kind of been hard because Aaron's been juggling, going up and seeing his mom and helping take care of her, while the kids are at school or different things, and then coming back and then still keeping up on all of our, family and home life and sports. And it's just been really, really overwhelming recently. And so, how do you not feel burnout? It was such a good question when Max asked me that, because I was like, I've never really thought of it. I think a lot of times we just kind of go through life and you're just okay. And I know yesterday, our day was super stressful yesterday. And Aaron was like, okay, Crystal, we got this together. Let's take a deep breath and let's do it one thing at a time, complete one task at a time. So I think definitely taking a step back and kind of like, okay, all of this is temporary and tomorrow's going to be a new
Also,
day.
I have found that to avoid burnout, it helps to have a good schedule, good work and life balance. Yeah.
Can you ever really find a balance though? How do you do that? I feel like you're really good at balancing.
I think it definitely is hard. Just depending on your situation, every situation's different. So, um, you just gotta. I don't even know how to because I haven't even figured it out yet.
But you do really good at creating a schedule
I
and
do.
staying on that schedule.
I do.
And so there was one point where I tried, where I was looking like, how do you create balance in your life? And because some days I'm like, I feel like I worked too much and didn't spend enough time with the kids. And then the next day I'll be like, oh, I spent the whole day having so much fun with the kids, but then I didn't get my work stuff done. And so it's like trying to create that balance. And there's a girl on YouTube, her name's Jordan Page. I love her. And she has a method called the, oh my gosh, now my mind's of course gonna draw a blank right as I'm trying to talk about it. But it's called the, oh my gosh, block method. I think it's called the block method. And basically, kind of like when you're in school and you have like your, 7 periods or 8 periods. So you have your math class for an hour, and then you have science, and then you have social studies, and you have all of that. And as she was going through that, she applied that kind of schedule into adult life. And so she says every morning you should get up and you should block out your day like that. And like, okay, this time to this time, I'm going to answer emails. And when that time ends, you're on to the next thing. And you have different blocks and different things so that and I tried it for 2 weeks and I was so productive, it kind of scared me. I'm not gonna lie, because I was like, okay, because you didn't feel like so overwhelmed, that you felt more like focused 100% on whatever you were doing, and then before you moved on to the next task, and then you were 100% focused on that. So it was like this whole, I don't know, balance kind of thing. But then at the same time, I struggled with keeping on that schedule. And so that's why I only did it for a couple weeks. And then I'm like, okay, if I ever need to be productive, I'm going to do this. Like if I ever want to be like laser focused on something. But so I definitely think creating a schedule helps with burnout a lot. And then, oh, Human is also feeling overwhelmed recently. I had to leave my family house and my grandparents took me in to live with them. It seemed impossible, but I just got my own apartment and new job. Congratulations.
Yeah, congrats.
That's amazing. And well, getting the job and kind of completing. And I think when you're feeling overwhelmed, know that it's usually temporary and that will pass and that you'll work through it or that kind of thing. And I think the other time is taking self-care time. And this is something that I kind of struggle with because I constantly am trying to like, oh, help this person, or let's do this, or we have to get this done. And so taking that time though to like, okay, I need to recharge for a minute. Recently I've been going out in the mornings onto my like top porch and just kind of sitting out there and eating breakfast, just breathing for a minute before I start my day. And I feel like that's helping. So definitely any kind of self-care. I also enjoy going on walks and all of that too. Kayla's also been feeling overwhelmed. I was going to read a few of your guys' comments really quick. Diagnosed with Crohn's disease, and I'm on a gluten and dairy-free diet. Trying to figure out what to eat and not eat is horrible. I really feel for you.
I think Hannah's on that same
Yeah,
thing right
Hannah
now.
is really struggling with that still. I mean, she's starting to really find her thing. She really enjoys street tacos because you can do the corn tortillas versus the flour. And but then she started eating tacos for every meal, and she's like, I'm so out of like I'm so over tacos. So I think it's figuring out a variety and not just like a few, but it starts with a few things and then building it up. But our heart definitely goes out to you. Oh, huge thank you to Karina. Hi, Crazy Pieces. Thanks for these podcasts. Really helps. It's okay to be overwhelmed sometimes. We're only human. Lots of love from Geneva, Switzerland. Oh, thank you so
Thank you.
much. That's amazing. And yeah, I definitely feel like it is okay to feel overwhelmed. It really is. It's just figuring out how to not feel burnt out on it. Do you have any other tips that you do, Max?
Um, I like you said, like going out on the balcony and just like taking time to sit there and just self care is very helpful. Scheduling is very helpful. Those are the things I can recommend.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't think of very much else right now, but I think that those two can help a lot with burnout.
I think the other thing too, when I'm feeling really, really overwhelmed, my yesterday was an example of that, but I had like a million things that I needed to do and sitting out and writing it all out because I feel like once I wrote it out and I could kind of like, okay, we're going to get this done first. This is most important. This can wait till tomorrow. And I feel like the other thing is it's okay to say no. Yesterday I had said yes to so many different people and so many different things that I'm like, okay, you need to be okay with saying no and prioritizing what's most important. And at the end of the day, I ended up canceling two of the things that I had on my list because, and I had to call and tell the people I'm really sorry, like I'm not able to come and help with that right now or come and do that. And it's okay to do that. It's okay to say no. I think so many times as humans we feel bad and we're like saying yes to everyone and yes to everything, and then at the end of the day you're feeling so burnt out because you're like, how I overcommitted to too many things. So that's kind of something I learned
I think
yesterday.
it's called the work-life balance, where you need, I don't know the percentage wise, but you need to do this much work, but then you need this much time to yourself to recover from that work. So
Definitely. Definitely. Oh, Mary Hopcraft is hoping to call in and say hello. Should we do a phone call?
should we? You have the phone.
I work nonstop until my bosses don't contact me when I'm on a cruise. It's my time to relax and chill out. I usually do bring my daughter with me. That's amazing. That would be so fun. And I love that you tell your boss, like, let me have my time.
Let me have my time,
Because
yeah.
I think it's good to have that time for sure. And Marcus P says, never be ashamed to or shy to ask for help. Yes, yes to this one. This morning was actually a really sweet moment. And so yesterday I was supposed to go grocery shopping because we were out of town for a few days. And then we just kind of, and the kids being on spring break, I feel like everyone ate a lot. And so it was just time to go grocery shopping. And yesterday I was supposed to go and I just didn't have time by the time I was doing all my different things and running around and all of that. And I was like, okay, how am I going to get grocery shopping done? Oh, one of you is calling. You can answer really quick while I finish this story. And then, so anyways, when I got back last night, Aunt Bonnie and Grandma were like, we're going to go grocery shopping for you tomorrow morning. And they did. They went grocery shopping and they got all these groceries and it was so much fun. So, hello.
Put up to your mic.
Okay.
Hi.
Who is this?
I don't know
Hi,
if they could
Crystal.
hear.
It's Kristen Veal. How are you?
Good. How are you? Your name sounds super familiar. I see your comments all the time.
Yes. Hi. Oh my goodness, I'm in tears right now.
Oh, where are you from?
I'm originally from South Carolina. I live in Buffalo now.
Oh, Buffalo. That's awesome.
Yes. I just want to say thank you for what you do. You are such a huge inspiration to me in my life right now, and I really appreciate it.
Oh, thank you so much. You're definitely make a difference in our lives too. I really enjoy reading all your comments and everything.
Oh, thank you so much. My depression really gets to me at times, and I live here away from my family, so it's really hard. So I always look forward to your videos every day.
Oh, thank you. I'm sorry that you have depression too. I know there's so many of us struggling with that right now. Do you have anything that has helped you?
God, my devotions, praying, meditating, and laughing all the time. If anything can make me laugh, that's what helps.
I love that. Laughter really is the best medicine, for sure.
It sure is. I love it.
last year when I was going through like some depression and stuff after my surgery, I was really struggling with that too. And Alex came over and we went out and helped other people and did different things, but he had just made me laugh. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I just needed a good laugh, you know? Sometimes it makes a big difference.
I know. I watch your videos sometimes, and Max is hilarious.
Thank you.
He has that fun, like dry humor where you're not sure, like, is he joking? Is he not? But then he usually is. Oh,
I know.
so fun.
So
Well,
I
okay.
am in college right now, and so it's really like difficult, even like getting out of the bed sometimes, just to get up and do my homework or get up and go to class.
Yeah, I can understand that one.
Yeah, Max struggles with that
Yeah.
too. Oh, what are you going to college for?
Medical administrative assistant.
Oh, yay! That's
Good luck with that.
amazing. That is amazing. That's what Bella is going for.
That's awesome. I also wanted to tell you that I have adoption as part of my story as well. Actually, when my fourth child was born, I actually put him up for adoption. And it's been one of the toughest things I've ever had to do, but the best decision I ever made. The family is amazing. His sisters and his brother is amazing, and I am very grateful that I did that. And that's the best decision I could have ever made for him.
Oh, that's amazing. I know a lot of times with adoption, people are like, oh my gosh, what about the birth family and that kind of thing? And I'm like, how you loved your child so much that you gave him the best life. And I think that that is absolutely amazing.
It is. It was hard, and it's still hard to this day. He'll be 8 in June, and it still gets hard. I still think that if I was never doing the things that I was doing, or if I wasn't homeless at the time, what life he could have had, or if he's living his best life right now.
Aw. Well, I think as long as you love and support where he is and all of that, I mean, that's kind of the best. You did your best, and that's at the end of the day what's most important to these kids.
Yes, absolutely. His mom is a registered nurse. His dad is an engineer, and they're amazing. They really are. They're one of the most amazing people I've ever met.
Aw, I love that. Sorry, Maddie might
do
bark
it.
and don't do it, Maddie.
Don't do it.
She's growling in the background. The dog. Don't bark. We might have to take her out of the room. But
I really hope that I get a chance to meet you guys one day. You're really an amazing woman, Crystal. You're an amazing mom, and I love what you do. My dream one day is to be able to help people that's been through the same things that I have, and you keep that dream and hope going for me. So thank you.
oh, thank you so much. That's amazing. And I would love to meet you in person also. I want to do like a meet and greet or like some kind of something where we can meet all of you and just, hang out and spend time together. And Maddie is jumping on my lap.
I would definitely do that. And if you guys ever plan to come to Niagara Falls, it's not far from Buffalo. I can always meet up with y'all. That would be wonderful. I would love that.
Okay, I would love that too. Well, thank you so much for calling, and it was so nice to meet you.
Absolutely. You too. Have a great day, everybody. I love you guys.
All right, love you too. Bye.
Bye.
Aw, we love you, Kristen. That was so sweet. Okay, Maddie decided to join us on the couch, which is Max's dog, and she thinks she's small, but she is huge, and she is really sweet though. She is obsessed with Max, and she'll wait by his door. This morning he was taking a shower, and she literally sat outside your door and just sat there and waited and waited, and it was just so sweet, so sweet. Okay, so. Oh, Max, I was wondering, what is your favorite color in music?
What is my favorite color? Probably blue. I just love the color blue. And what was the other question?
What's your favorite music?
My favorite music. I mainly listen to Eminem, but yeah.
Which I know you probably wouldn't expect. But yeah, Max, you were blasting it in the shower this morning. I heard it.
Yeah.
Ashley is a special education teacher in Hawaii and oftentimes feels overwhelmed. I agree having some time for self-care is important. As a new mom, I sometimes feel guilty about taking time for myself though. I can so relate to that, Ashley. Like I feel so guilty. And I feel like a lot of moms have that mom guilt, as you call it, and we get so used to taking care of our kids and trying to be everything and trying to be the best parents that we can that and this is something that Aaron told me the other day because I didn't want to go somewhere because I was like, no, I have to do this and this. And he was like, no, you need to go do that for yourself. And whether it's spending time with Shelly or doing different things like that. And he's like, it's important that you don't feel that mom guilt because you're doing the best you can. And when your cup is full, you're able to fill your kids' cups. And if you're feeling empty, your patience will be lower and all of that. And he's just telling me all that. I'm like, I know you're right, Aaron, but it's still so hard not to feel guilty. I don't know how you ever get that over that as a mom. I don't think that's
What's the phone number again? I don't know.
Crystal, have you gotten used to your hair? I love it on you, by the way. That's from Jackie. I think it's Jackie. Thank you so much. So last week, or I guess a week and a half ago, I dyed my hair from blonde to brown. I never thought that I would go brown, like ever in my entire
You're
life.
naturally brown, right?
Yeah, I mean my natural hair color, it's a little bit lighter than my current hair color, but it is brown naturally. But I just loved blonde hair. And so I never saw myself doing that. And then one day I woke up and was like, it's time for a change. And so I regretted it at first, I'm going to be honest with you. And I really struggled for the next few days. Every time I looked in the mirror, like when I was walking, I would be like, who is that? And I'm like, wait, it's me. Or like the kids would come in the room and not recognize me. And there was just different. And I kind of like had a little bit of an identity crisis for a quick minute because I was like, no one's recognizing who I am. Like, I'm still here. Like, I don't know where the saying is from, but like, I kept saying in my head, like, it's me, Jessica. Like, I don't know. I was in a movie at some point. But anyway, so I just struggled for like a quick minute. All of your guys' comments, though, I have to say, really helped me because everyone's like, oh my gosh, I love it. You look younger. I love the new, you don't look as washed out or you just look beautiful and that kind of thing. And hearing those comments, I mean, obviously, anytime someone compliments you, it feels good. And so that all felt really, really sweet to me. But it gave me a few days where I'm like, do I diet back? Do I diet back? And then I'm like, okay, I need to figure out who I am. And I took for a day, I was kind of just like processing all of it. And I'm like, it doesn't matter what color my hair color is. It doesn't matter if I was bald. Like that doesn't change who I am as a person and all of that. So I'm happy to say at this point, I do like my hair. I've gotten used to it and I'm starting to love it. I'm getting there. I don't know. I still, a little bit, part of me still misses my blonde hair, but I do really, really love it. I look 21 now, Emmanuel says. Thank you. I love that.
Speaking of hair, I need to get a haircut soon.
Max goes out and does his own haircut. I know Alex is pointing at himself in the background. He really needs a haircut too. We're getting there. It's on the list of to-dos. No, Max goes and gets his done though. But
I do it like once a month.
So, Michaela, I'm a single mom and I work full time and also own a small business. Yay! I feel the mom guilt so much. I hate that I have to be away from her all day and that we only have 2 hours a night before she goes to bed. How do you incorporate bonding time with the rush of everyday life? That's a really, really good question. Weekends?
Yeah, weekends are very helpful.
I feel like too, it's just about that quality time when you get it. I feel like there's so many days where it's not about, like I used to think, oh, we have to have these big moments together and we have to like have fun and we have to do this and like to really, get that. And it's not true. It's about all of the little small moments. And I've spent a whole day with my kids before and felt like I didn't have any quality time with them. And because they're on their cell phones and I'm on my phone and we're kind of just not really like connecting in that kind of way. So I think even if you only get an hour a day or 2 hours a day, really have that be good quality time. Whether it's like sitting with them and really talking about their day, listening to them, interacting, and just kind of, just kind of connecting like that. I would definitely. So wait, what was the question? How do you incorporate bonding time? Yeah, so I think it's just taking all those special moments. And then sometimes when it's like sports day and we're running around, it's those moments in the car together. And we'll play, the kids and I will play like little games together, or I'll just be like, okay, tell me 5 best moments of your day today. And then they'll go through their 5 best thing. What about your 5 worst moments or your 2 worst moments or whatever they had that day? And it's just really using that time as quality time and not being on your phone and all of that. So that's what I would recommend. Tim Smith likes the darker hair. Thank you. Oh, we'll leave this one. Aaron will be on next week's podcast, hopefully. He's up at his mom's right now. But Bluegrass Mike asked, it's so nice to meet you. Thoughts on Aaron having a goatee instead of a beard? So maybe shaving it down. I think he did shave it a few weeks ago.
I like it how
but
it
I
is.
kind of like how it is. I don't know. It was kind of the same thing with my hair. It took
It's
me a
funny
minute
because
to
you
get
used to say you would never like a beard on him.
I know.
And then when he got it, you actually did like it.
Yeah, I didn't like it at first though. I was like, but he was doing No Shave November, so I was like, okay, we'll just go with the vibe. And then by the end of it, I'm like, maybe you should just like trim it up and keep it nice, but not shave it off. But I don't know. I'm really open to whatever he wants to do, but I do love that.
Hopefully I'll get a beard one day.
Crystal, how are you and Aaron getting on your real estate license? Love your family. We're still working on it. Okay, I'm gonna put it up. I'll put it up on my Instagram tomorrow. It'll take me a minute to put the footage together. But the other day I was sitting in bed. I was like, okay, my day is done. The kids are all good. Everyone's, eating dinner, all of that. I'm just going to sit for a minute and do my real estate, which is what I've been trying to do either nights or early mornings when the kids are still asleep.
Then you open it and suddenly 15 kids run into your room.
Yes, no, that's what
Really?
the kids ran in. I started recording it on my phone because I was like, is this real life right now? They came in and started having this pillow fight in my room. And they hit Hallie's keys and her remote breaks. And then as everyone's having this crazy pillow fight, Brody walks in playing the violin. And it was the funniest thing I'd ever, I just
Was
thought.
she dreaming?
And
dreaming?
I have it on film. It's like, it's not going to go in like a YouTube video or anything, but I was like, what, is this seriously real life right now? So I'll put it together as like a reel or like a YouTube short.
Yeah.
I'll make a short out of it, but it really happened. It was not staged that way.
School.
Yeah, it was not staged. It was not anything. I was just sitting for a minute trying to do my real estate, and people were playing violins, pillow fights. People were going crazy. Lucas was pulling Bella by the foot. Like, I was just like, is this serious? It was real life. It was crazy. But we are getting there. We're about halfway through our classes at this point. So I'm hoping to really sit down and focus it. We've just had so much going on. It's been really difficult.
Got to do it when everyone's at school. Suddenly they'll all have like half
But then
days.
that's when I get my work stuff done.
Oh, yeah.
I know. And then soon summer's coming, and then that's, a whole other thing. Crystal, can you tell Bella, Ariana, Hallie, Savannah, Melinda, and Jamie I said they were so beautiful? I will tell them that. That's very nice. Thank you. Destiny, I also have IT, so I can feel like I can relate to Jamie too. Jamie is so amazing. She has the best spirit about her, and she's such an amazing person. I love it. Okay, I was gonna see, do you have any advice for us as we truly want to be parents? So are you asking for like parenting advice, or are you more asking for how to start your family, like adoption, foster care, surrogacy, all of that? There's so many different ways to be a parent, but also aunts, uncles, like Joe's just a friend, and he really steps in and helps the kids a lot. And I feel like there's so many kids out there that don't have parents or don't have that stable home life. So even if you're a school teacher, like teachers can make all the difference with these kids. And so I really admire teachers out there. And if any teachers are on here, I want to say thank you. I love you guys because you guys are with our kids all day long. Any tips on how to handle terrible twos? Oh my gosh, that is such a hard stage.
Terrible twos.
Terrible
like
twos,
2-year-olds.
like 2-year-olds. Max probably doesn't understand because when you
I-
have a
I-
2-year-old someday you'll understand. No, terrible twos is when like those kids are going through that transition phase of trying to figure out the world and they have complete meltdowns over like you gave them the wrong color sippy cup and it's the end of the world. And so it's just that stage on that. Know that it is just a temporary stage and that you'll get through that. And I don't know about advice for terrible twos, but I would just definitely.
I was pretty destructive when I was 2.
Yeah,
from what I've
Max.
heard.
Max was a hard 2-year-old. I'm not gonna lie. He broke a lot of things. I was like, boy, I don't understand, but I know we're gonna get through this. But I think just keeping that patience and knowing that it's just a temporary phase that they go through and they work through that, and then they become the best kids ever. You know, not that they're not sweet when they're at. You know, terrible twos can have their sweet moments for sure. Crystal, have you guys ever been on a cruise?
We should go on an Alaskan cruise.
We should. I would love to go on a cruise. We have not been on a cruise before. None of us actually in our family. To be honest, I've suggested a cruise a lot of times. Some of the kids have a real fear of being out in the ocean like that and being on a boat.
When we were gonna plan to go to Hawaii, I was gonna say good luck having half the kids get on that airplane because you have to fly over the water. Everyone's scared of it.
Everyone's so scared. I know. And we're working through those fears one day at a time. This person asked, what happened to Crazy Pieces intro on videos? What happened to those? Oh, I know. Well, kind of. Okay, so I love intros on videos. I don't know, I love it. But then I felt like...
The question you need to ask yourself is how many times do you skip past the intros? A lot of people tend to just skip past the intros. So sometimes it helps to just like have a very short one or one not at all.
That's what I feel like. Like at first, it keeps the retention and it's good. And then some people were like, I just skip past the intro or like, I just move on. And so we kind of just stopped doing intros.
We go back and forth.
But I think we'll bring one back for a little bit because I love doing updated intros and then we can go back and forth. But yeah, we don't know what happened. Oh, this person, my 11-year-old had a severe seizure on Thanksgiving, his first one ever, quit breathing. So he has been under 24-hour watch since. I swear I haven't had a moment to myself since. So the comment's gonna actually make me cry because, okay, when Aurora had her first seizure, it was the worst day. Like when they stop breathing and you see your child stop breathing and you're like, do I do CPR or something? Wasn't familiar with seizures and that is normal for them to stop breathing for a few seconds. And I'm frantically calling 911, screaming at the 911 operator because they're not coming fast enough. And it was a terrifying, terrifying moment. But I can totally relate and understand what you're going through because for the next 6 months or a year, I was terrified. I had a hard time sleeping at nights. I was waking up, like putting my hand on her, like constantly, is she breathing? And it was just such a scary moment or scary time in our lives. And someone had sent me an email and it was another mom that was going through the same thing as me. And in that moment, even though I was going through it with Aaron, so with my partner, I still felt like I was alone in it and that those worries and those thoughts were mine. And this mom had wrote in and she's like, I just wanted to say I understand what you're going through. I worry about my child at night too. And and she was saying all these different things. And that email helped give me so much strength that I'm like, okay, we're not in this alone. It's okay. I joined a Facebook group joined a group on Facebook that was other people going through epilepsy and other parents that were understanding. So you're definitely not alone in it. And if you're struggling with that right now, definitely reach out to people, talk to people about it, get a part of those groups. Don't seclude and shut off and just keep those feelings to yourself because it will make it harder. But I definitely, my love and heart goes out to you and I think it was your son. Yeah, my heart goes out to you because it is definitely very difficult, but you will make it through this. So
Um,
we need to get emotional on this.
Here's a lighter one
Okay.
about YouTube. Advice, please. I set up my YouTube channel, but I haven't recorded my first video yet for a few different reasons. What is the advice for not being so scared of filming your first YouTube video?
Ooh, okay, this is a cool one because congratulations on starting your own channel. It's really fun. And my advice would be just to go for it. I
Yeah,
know,
just to film.
like even with this podcast or with the channel we have coming up, like it's always that first video that's the hardest because you're like, oh, did I do it right? What about the filming? And is it okay? And is editing okay? And you question all these things in your mind. But as long as you're yourself and you have a purpose with your channel and you have a purpose with why you're doing it and you know your why, just film it. Like just jump off the edge and do it. And
so one thing that I actually found helps with this, just filming any YouTube video, is if before you film it, watch someone that's doing sort of the same content you're trying to film, and it will motivate you. And especially that always motivates me. Like
Yeah,
I'll watch
whatever your
just
niche is
something,
gonna be.
yeah, just something like it, and it will help motivate me to film it.
So I have along those lines, Hannah and I are starting a channel together and it's going to be called Crazy Worth It. And we're super excited. We filmed our first video. It's kind of funny because I saw my blonde hair in the first video. So I think some people are going to be like, wait, what's going on? Did she dye it back? I did not dye it back. I just filmed it prior to dyeing my hair. But it's been putting out that first video that we've really struggled with because I don't love the first video that we filmed. But Hannah loves it, and she's like, no, let's put it up. We are gonna put it up this Saturday officially. But our whole idea with the channel is, are things worth it or not? And so we're gonna be trying different makeup products or different, clothing hauls and different things, or even vacations that we go on, and we're gonna review and tell you, like, is that worth it? Is it not? And just kind of help you guys out any way that we can as far as not wasting your money on things like the hotel I stayed in the other day. It was not worth it. Like the stream, 100 likes. I don't know what that means. All right, we are going to answer 2 more questions, and then we are going to go ahead and end this podcast. I got to start my day. Okay, what are you doing today? Renee asked. Okay, so today I am filming. So last week I went around and bought groceries for my adult children and delivered them to them. And I didn't realize how much that would mean to them. And each one was like, you don't know, like this meant so much to me. Like, I love this. In that video, I wasn't able to do Melinda's because Melinda's on, like, she's trying to eat really healthy, and then Scarlett has peanut allergies and different things like that. And so I would really wanted to just go with her. So today we're finally doing that. I'm going to pick up Melinda after this, and we are going grocery shopping for her, and that should be really fun. So we're doing that. What are you doing today, Max?
I am filming a brand deal for my channel, my first brand deal.
Yay!
I've been filming it the last few days. It's a bike brand deal, so that will go up Friday. So yeah, just doing some more filming today.
Okay, last question. How is Aaron's mom doing? So Aaron's mom has Parkinson's disease, and you have to be on different medications and different things, and a lot of them will create like hallucinations and different things like that. And so she's figuring out those medications and all of that. She is really struggling, and she is going through a lot right now. She fell last week and broke a part in her lumbar and like the lumbar
L4A
of her back.
I don't know.
They were able to put her in a brace and all of that, and she's doing better now. But it's been a struggle. Erin is going through a lot right now, and she's going through a lot in the family and all of that. And so, but they're all being really loving and supporting, and it's been amazing to see the love and support of a family when someone's going through something rough. And so that part of it. But well, thank you guys so much for coming on here and hanging out with us today. We love and appreciate each one of you and each one of your comments, and you guys make the world of difference to us. And keep going. Try not Maddie's trying to join in with her little growling. Maddie, you're fine. But if you're struggling with something, know that you got this. You're strong and you're capable and you can do anything. And we will see you guys next time. Bye. I don't know how to end the live, guys.